Thank you once again for watching the Solid Sports and Gaming channel. You're watching the Solid Sports video blog, the SSVB latest episode, episode 69. And today's date is October 24th, 2018. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I'm Troy West. So thank you for all the support, as always, with all my projects, even my video game projects as well, which I'm going to try to wrap it up and do more videos as I can. As this is the Thursday Night Football edition of the blog, of course, as the Houston Texans at home will host the Miami Dolphins. Both teams come in at 4-3 on the season. Dolphins coming off a tough loss to the Detroit Lions at home last week, and the Texans big win against the Jags last week to take over the AFC South division. Let's talk about the Dolphins first. Miami, they again come in at 4-3. Got a lot of injuries on not just the quarterback and the receiver, but I think Osweiler still, I think, in line to start the game Thursday night. Tannehill is close to coming back, I've read, but the receivers, Albert Wilson, he's on IR, and Katie Steele's not going to be ready for the game tomorrow either. So a lot of injuries on the offensive side of the ball for the Dolphins. Been an up and down season for them. Started 3-0, now they down to 4-3. Will they make the playoffs? They have, I say, they have a shot, just because how, speaking of the AFC South, how that looks. We thought we'd probably get two of those teams, and the East is not that strong. It's just New England, of course, and themselves and the Dolphins. Out West, it's really just Kansas City. Well, Kansas City and San Diego, they probably both going to make it. So there's one spot up for grabs, in my opinion. And in the North, got the Ravens and Bengals and Steelers all bunched up as well. So I say they got an outside shot of making it, but I think it's going to definitely just be one spot that's in question. Than the four division winners, and so it's going to be tough for them, but I think they have a slight chance of making the playoffs. Just gotta definitely start winning again. I think their schedule gets a little tough though. Let's talk about Houston now. They come in hot. Well, started 0-3, they now 4-3, so they more of an upswing coming into this game. Rashad Watson still, like you saw, he just lays back under him. Defense starting to come around. It's been a little disappointing overall to be this season, but the defense starting to come around now. Like I said, definitely a big win against the Jags last week. They 7.5 favorites in this game, which I guess could be about right due to the injuries. I guess that's about a good point spread, I guess. Speaking of the Texans, will they win the South? Right now they gotta be the favorites. Jacksonville don't look good right now. The Titans are up and down, and the Colts are pretty much already out of it, even though they really only like 3 games out. But I just don't think they're going to be able to put together a run and get back into the race. I think Houston right now playing the best football out of the teams in the South, so you got to put them as the favorite to win it. I picked Jaguars to win it at the beginning of the season, but like I said, they're not looking that good. I think the Leonard Fournette injury has really affected the whole offense. And Blake Bortles got benched last week, so the offense is in disarray, and the defense haven't played that well either of late. So, so right now I have to say Houston is the favorite to win this division. They're playing the best football right now. Let's see. I got a final score here. I think Houston will win this game. I think they'll be able to control it. Of course, this is another one of Brock Osweiler's former teams. He played for the Houston Texans. The Texans, I think, actually traded for him and paid, or did they get him in free agency? I know they gave him a lot of money. Then they wound up trading him to Cleveland. Just think Houston playing better right now, and then the injuries to the Dolphins receivers is going to hurt them. Got a final score. I hate picking final scores, but I think Houston will win about 30-20. Even though I don't know how Miami going to get more than 20 points, but I think it's Thursday night. You know, you just never know, things weird happen. I think Houston though will win the game, 30-20. I think Houston played pretty well coming into this game. Miami is sort of struggling a little bit, so I think Houston will continue. They'll win their 5th straight. They just Deshaun Watson to have a nice game, and I think they win it by 10, 30-20. I got the final score being. Of course, Wednesdays on the Thursday night football edition, I do my power rankings coming into week 8. Probably the first time this year, it was no changes, so I'm just gonna run through it. Last week, all the teams won, so I didn't move anybody. So Chargers are number 5, Patriots number 4, Chiefs number 3. I did think about putting the Chiefs over the Saints because they dominated the Bengals, but it was at home. Saints, to me, their wins was more impressive against the Ravens on the road, so I kept them at 2. And the Rams are number 1. They dominated the 49ers last week, so my top 5 didn't change at all. New England and the Chargers, they squeaked by, got some wins. You know, struggled a little bit throughout the game a little bit, but they still got wins. Well, Patriots was on the road in Chicago, Chargers was over in London, so I didn't mess with them either. Only thought I had is putting the Chiefs over the Saints, but I like the Saints win more than I liked the Chiefs win. You know, so I just kept everybody in the same spot. Teams that's not in it that I thought about, really not really. Nobody jumps out at me. Yeah, you know, other teams really jump out at me to crack the top 5. Washington maybe, even though I still think they're a little shaky, but they is 4-2, and is leading their division. But other than that, I didn't really think about any other teams putting in this top 5. So there's no changes. Everybody stayed the way they were from last week. So that'll do it. Of course, the Thursday night edition is always kind of short. You just preview the game for tomorrow night, which is Thursday night football. I think Houston will win the game tomorrow over the Dolphins. Just coming up on the channel, more SpiderMan. The DLC did get released yesterday. Had a little problems with it, but it's now released. But honestly, I don't want to spoil it. If you've been following, I don't want to have no spoilers. So I figured for my YouTube audience, I'm going to finish the regular story mode first, then I'll do the DLC. But I know some people are doing the DLC right now because they already finished the story, so I gotta catch up with that. So I gotta start putting in some Spider-Man videos. I'm trying to do 1. I'm trying to do 2 today if I can. And also Mega Man 11, of course, will continue. I've got 5 out of the 8 boss robots, so just 3 more to go. And then I am going to try the Wily stages. If I get any of those done, I will record it as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. But they're the 2 latest games. That's it. More Madden. I'll probably do video probably Saturday when I have a lot of time, because I'll be off for work. So they're the 3 games to look out for. Still might fit in a retro series with the Mega Man X. Still a lot of those games to go in that. That's all for right now. Like I said, thank you guys for being so supportive for the channel. Should be a decent game tomorrow night. I think it would be sort of entertaining. Both teams try to establish themselves in playoff positions, but I think the Texans will win this game and pull away from them in the second half. I just want to say thanks as always. Yeah, I say you're already here on the channel, so check out all the rest of my projects. If you like video games, this is the channel for you as well. And also my other sports blogs. The next vlog will be Saturday, which is our normal weekly Saturday vlog. So we'll talk about other sports, NBA, NFL Week 8 will continue with, I have all my picks. I'm gonna have my record. I meant to do it this morning, but I'm gonna have my total record. I know I won 64 games. I picked right. I don't know how many I lost. but it's not. It's got to be close to 500. I'd say at least I probably lost at least, I say 40 at the least. So, but I'll give you my record and I'll give you my picks already for NFL Week 8. And the World Series has started. The Red Sox off to a 1-0 start as they won last night. So by then I think it'll be game 2 is tonight, and I'm guessing game 3 will be Friday, most likely. So probably be at least 3 games in by the time I do the blog on Saturday. So we'll talk about the World Series. Hopefully the Dodgers tied up tonight. Thank you so much again. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you so much. I'm Troy West. You're watching the Solid Sports and Gaming channel right on YouTube via the PlayStation Network. And I'll talk to you next time. I'll see you Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your week. And thank you so much for the support.